personality types are most competitive? Well, I think probably ENTJ would say ENTJ would say ENTJ. Who's more competitive, ENTJ or ENTP?
ENTJ. Depends on the context.
It depends on the context.
If the two parties are striving for a symbol of competence, the ENTJ will try their hardest to trump the other person.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's like I find the ENTP has a unique capacity for lifelong vengeance.
That's true.
If somebody fucks me, they're on my shit list for the rest of my life. But they have to really fuck me bad, right? I'm not sensitive. I'm not easily turned against you. But once turned against you and I think you're a bad person, you betrayed me, then watch out, because I'm on a shaming campaign for the rest of your fucking life.
It's like an eternal sense of bitterness. Every time I get around them, I just want to find some way to humiliate them in some sense. Like every action they make, it's like, are they trying to fucking say they're superior to me? Are they trying to say they're smarter than me?
Well, listen, here's the thing though, Trenton. I doubt you've ever really been seriously betrayed by somebody in a bad way. That's not too bad. See, you're getting better. Like I was by my former employer, right? My former employer fucked me really bad, like breached contract and just really was shady about the whole thing. So I've promised her, I've renamed her Shame Monkey. I've got everybody in the league calling her Shame Monkey and referring to her as Shame Monkey. And I periodically put Facebook posts up saying you're an awful human being and you're a scumbag and a piece of shit and all that kind of stuff, you know? And I go to the league. Of course I do. And I go to the league tournaments. If I ever see her at a league tournament, I'll walk right up to her and say, "You're a criminal reprobate. You're a worthless sack of shit." In front of all of her people. That's why she stays away from tournaments. She better stay away too. If I ever see her anywhere, any contact, I go straight up to her. Would I what?
Fist fight her. Would you engage in physical altercation?
No. That would take away my moral high ground. The whole point is that I have the moral high ground and I can accuse her of all these things that she actually did, and say, and if I'm lying about it, sue me for libel, bitch.
Damn. What'd she do?
She fucking defrauded me and all the parents and fired me, told me she wasn't going to fire me. I was saying, like, well, fire me then. And she said, no, I won't fire you. She waited until the point where she got all the parents' checks, and she waited until I couldn't possibly go start something else because the second semester had already begun, and then she fired me. And defrauded everybody.
I just can't imagine that would be so evil and conniving and calculating as to do that.
And she was exactly all those things. She was extremely scheming. And I had trouble. I never encountered anybody this fucking bad before, so I didn't know, right? I had trouble believing it. I was like, well, she said really clearly X, Y, and Z. Well, she was just waiting to fire me. And in the letter she sent to fire me, in which she claimed I breached contract, which I didn't. She said I did so by bringing disrepute upon the company, but the only thing she quoted was shit from internal emails between me and her. So anyway, it was complete bullshit, right? The whole thing was bullshit. It was super shady and bullshitty. So I let her know well. She offered me a bunch of money for to shut up about it, right? She's like, here's a bunch of money. Just sign the confidentiality agreement. I said, fuck you. You're going down, bitch. And I sent I've destroyed her in every single skirmish we've had since. Okay, which is to say, after I saw her at tournaments and started shaming her publicly in tournaments, she proceeded to try to launch a honor code in the league. She tried to play league politics, but an honor code to get coaches like me to shut up. Right? It was not specific to me, but it was made exactly for me. Trying to prevent coaches from talking shit about other schools in the league or other principals or stuff like that. Well, that just backfired on her entirely, because then once she started to initiate some sort of she tried to initiate some sort of protocols to prevent me from voicing my opinion in a debate league, for God's sake. She made herself a world of hurt. Because I responded to it on point, not bringing up any of her or my shit. Then they responded with bringing up me more specifically. So then I sent them a 25-page fucking message to the whole league explaining exactly what she'd done every step of the way and the whole fucking thing. And everybody in the league saw it. So she was trying to keep her fucking criminality quiet. All she did was get me to expose it to the entire league. Every single school, every single coach in that league got the whole fucking breakdown of everything that she did. And that's what happens when you fuck with an ENTP. And I periodically, every couple of months, put up Facebook posts saying Laura Lynn, Miss Laura Lynn of Kudos College of Youth Education, whatever the place fucking called, is a criminal sack of shit who defrauded a bunch of people. I remind you that I told you at the beginning that I was going to persist in this for the rest of my life. I hereby do so because I'm a moral and upstanding person. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to see me put that shit up on Facebook. Everybody tells me, Eric, stop that. I just persist anyway. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. This woman's the criminal. Why are you busting my chops? This woman is the criminal. Why are you busting my chops for being socially awkward about it? Right? That's the problem I have with everybody in my life pushing back on this shit. Fuck you. This woman is the criminal. I'm calling her out on her bullshit. And I'm not going to let her squirm free. I've got out of some sort of respect for social graces. The bitch is going down. I will spit on her fucking grave. When she dies, I'll show up at her funeral and I'll shit on her face. That's how much I am committed to destroying this woman.
Do you think it's like do you think it's a similar case of the thing you did with I guess to prevent yourself from drinking any more alcohol with the TI thing? Do you think you've put her into the TI as public enemy number one? Do you think that's why it never ends?
It ends when she is humbled before me. It ends when she's defeated and crying before me. Then I'll have empathy. She's yet to show a single shred of humanity, so I have no sympathy for her. And I will destroy her.
That is the ultimate way, I swear to God. Every time I've ever felt like that, I've never felt like I wanted to kill anybody or anything, but I've just wanted to make them in the principles of what governs them as a human being. I wanted to convince them that they're wrong.
Right.
At those very principles, that they're ingenuine and they're equal at those principles. But if they came to me, I would feel so passionate. It made me feel like I had other problems. They'd be like, "What the fuck is happening, man? Chill out." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I don't care." I would care.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be that with this woman, given all that she did, and how the fact that when she fired me, she has not spoken willingly one word to me, or answered any questions or anything about anything. She had her lawyers deal with me until they ran away scared. Yeah, they did. She had her lawyers deal with me until I fucking shoved so much fucking words down their throats that they had no idea what to do with themselves. I'm sure what she said is, "Stop billing me hours."
All right, wait, I have one thing. Why that ENTPs, we boil morality down to such, like TI has, to such a consistent basis that is applicable to any scenario, that if we feel like somebody has violated those very principles, it's very difficult to even violate those principles, because
you got to be bad. You got to be bad and unrepentant. You got to be really fucking bad and really unrepentant. However, if you are, you fucked with the wrong fucking guy. I will not stop until I see you utterly humiliated. I will extract every penny you owe me from your dignity, bitch.
And it's so interesting how passionate you feel about that. In that, like, as soon as she just joined the chat and was like, "I'm so sorry."
Well, then I would change my opinion.
Yeah, how do you think that would?
I'd say, well, it's going to take.
I think that's one of the in TI. It's the principle of forgiveness.
Right. Well, I'd say simply, principle. Okay, then I want to see you fucking go through some self flagellation here. You indulge in it for a good chunk of time, and then I'll forgive you, and I'll forget about it. If she were to sit there and go, "Look, I blah 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 and blah 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 blah," and really fucking shamed herself properly, then fine, you're forgiven. She's never going to do that.
What I want from
I want to see the bitch deported. She's not even a U.S. citizen.
when a person when I will accept an apology from somebody and completely change, or go back into my mind and reconstruct, or come to a different conclusion on what I thought about the situation, is if they come to me and they say, "Look, I was wrong, and you were right."
Number one. Number one and number two. Number one and number two. If you are wrong and persisting in a wrong course against me, watch your fucking back.
But it's so weird how I would imagine introverted thinking to be so different in the principles that govern TI and different individuals, but it seems that most ENTP's TI is pretty much the same.
Look, I mean, this is the thing that she did. She betrayed my trust. She fucked me, or attempted to anyway. It backfired on her, but she attempted to. She did her goddamn best, and she did fuck me for a little while. And then number three, and this is almost worst of all, she made me feel really fucking stupid. I just didn't know people were that way.
That is the worst.
I'm never going to be stupid like that again.
That is the worst. Feeling stupid is the worst.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll end this video, a little rant video. Yeah, if you're thinking about betraying somebody and doing criminal shit to them and violating their trust and all that kind of stuff, make sure they're not an ENTP, because they will devote the rest of their life to shitting on you. And they'll do a good job of it too. I'm really effective at that. If you want to see somebody effectively shame another person, I'm quite good at it. Fortunately for everybody, you have to actually deserve it to get it.